Hi everyone. Today I received a very interesting kind of question that I'd like to share its experience with you. We are tackling this paragraph in here, and it has two mistakes, taking into consideration that question 14 has no change. We are focusing more on 15. Let's try to read that one slowly to get into the core of that mistake. Take, for example, the hypothetical case of a mother bear and her cub preparing for winter hibernation. In the months prior, the mother bear will consume as much sustenance as she needs to double her weight. However, if she has not achieved the required weight by eating animals of other species, a mother bear will often eat her own cub in order to fulfill her nutritional needs. I mean, in this kind of context, we are starting with however and if. So this is a matter of conditional sentence. Let's try to focus more on the structure of the sentence. It says, if she has not achieved the required weight by eating animals of other species, the mother bear will often eat. I mean, this kind of thing is really important because, as you know, like it's a conditional sentence. It has a first sentence, a comma in here, and another sentence that is following it. So, I mean, this usually goes with the first conditional sentence, the factual one, the one that we are calling as the possible kind of condition. But the structure in here doesn't make any sense. If she has not achieved the required weight by eating animals, if she is not achieved, I mean, this is even not naturally correct. Let's try to consider the options because I believe that no change is that kind of choice. I have to eliminate that one. It goes like that one. If she had not achieved, I mean, this one is still fine. If she had not achieved, this is the structure of the third conditional sentence, but wait a second. I mean, how can I start in that way and end up in that way? I don't think so. This doesn't match what we are looking for. More. However, she shouldn't achieve the required weight by eating animals of other species. I mean, like what happened in here? I mean, the whole hypothetical or conditional sentence is removed and it was replaced by she should not achieve. It's nothing but an independent clause. In that way, if we start with she should not achieve the required weight by eating animals of other species, this is independent. I mean, the C option. And then like a mother bear will often eat. This one is going to produce a comma splice in here. Independent, comma, independent. I don't think so. This doesn't work at all. So this means very easy. D is the right option. Should she not achieve? Give me a second. What kind of structure is this? However, should she not achieve the required weight by eating animals of other species, a mother bear will often eat her own cub in order to fulfill her needs. I mean, this is correct, but why? Let's try to discover why. I just need to clean up a little bit in here so that everything goes smooth and we have a nice presentation and introduction for the coming idea. In the coming part, I'm going to explain something that might be a little bit tricky for the students. It's called the conditional should. In this kind of like case, we have to understand that this is not the same as the should that we all know, the one that we use for suggestion, the one that we use for advice or recommendation. For example, it says like that one. Conditional should and modal should have very different meanings. I mean, as you know, we all deal with should as a matter of advice. For example, you should pay attention in the class. In this kind of sentence, you are doing nothing but suggesting, advising, recommending, while the conditional should is something else. The conditional should, which is like the new thing for today, means if. So this one here, if should starts with a sentence in that way, it stands for if, and it is used for the hypothetical situation, like the imagined one. Take a look at that one. Should you need anything else, please call this number. This is really important to be known. This is not that common, but this is something that you have to know. I'm going to pass a little bit to introduce more and more. For example, if should is used as a modal verb, it's going to follow the sequence of the subject, the verb, and the object. Like that way, she should study for tomorrow's exam. Modal, verb, and then the rest of the sentence. But in the case of the conditional should, there must be what we call as inversion. This is a strange a bit. Okay, we can call this one as a swap, and it's like explained in that way. Conditional should has inversion in the sentence, which means that the subject and verb are switched. So you are changing the order of the sentence. For example, it doesn't go like that way. Subject, modal, base verb, it doesn't work in that way. It has to be like modal, subject, and then base verb. Should he call? Please answer right away. This one here stands for if. If he call, it cannot be like that way. If he calls, please answer right away. But because we are using a modal and then it's going to be like verb 0 after that, should he call, please answer right away. We need to understand when to use that kind of like structure of the conditional should. It's explained in that way. The conditional should is a formal expression that we don't use in speaking too often. It's more common to see in written form, like such as guidelines, regulations, or signs or legal documents. Let's take a look at these examples. Should anything happen, call this number. Or for example, should the computer lock you out, try resetting the password. Should we be unable to reach our goal, we will try again next year. This one here stands for if. If we are not able to reach our goal, no problem. We will try again next year. This brings me back to the question of today. If we take a look at the option choice in here, it follows the same sequence of today's grammar. Should she not achieve, she will often do this one. And if this means anything, it's nothing but supporting the umbrella. The topic sentence in here, like we are introducing nothing but a hypothetical case. And there is nothing better than should in that case to replace the 15 option choice. And by this, we learned about the conditional should. Thank you for watching.